You and your fellow Republican Senator, Dan Sullivan, go to an Oval Office meeting, and you write that it was one of the strangest meetings you ever attended. And I have to say, it's pretty strange. It's a pretty strange meeting. You go in with charts and graphs to get his attention. Nice, big, bold stuff. And why was this such a weird meeting?
Well, so it's the first real sit-down with the president. It was probably within the first 90 days. And so to have a sit-down with the President of the United States to talk specifically about Alaska's issues. So it was Senator Sullivan and myself, along with Secretary Zinke, who is the Secretary of Interior, and all of the President's really top advisors. And so it was a very big deal. And so we wanted to talk to him about everything from resource development to some of the challenges that we were facing as a state. Dan had a very keen focus on the military and national security perspective. So we had charts and statistics, and we were ready to just make our case to the President of the United States. And he was, I think, really delighted to have the conversation, because he said he's fascinated by Alaska. His grandfather had spent some time in Skagway in the gold rush days, and so he was
running hotels.
Now he said hotels, so I'm not going to question that. But it was really engaging, because he was captivated in talking about the things that
I mean, he was like a tourist. It was like you talking about all the things that are amazing about Alaska, probably the big cabbages and the moose.
He mentioned that his son was a big hunter, and so we got going down the path of talking about bears and moose and
so if you played that game, if you did that, which you enjoy, you felt like you could in the meeting introduce the issues that you were really passionate about and
we
get
did.
some face time.
We got to issues. I mean, we got to substantive issues. We were talking about ratification of Law of the Sea Treaty. We were talking
things that have been stalled for a long time, things that really need, like, that you could have gotten his
things
attention
like
with.
King Cove Road, something that we'd been working on for a long time. So we got into a lot of substance, but we had a 90-minute meeting with the President of the United States talking about Alaska stuff, and he was having fun. I was having fun, and then we get to the end of the meeting, and he kind of leans across this big, the Resolute desk, and he says, "You've got nice hair." And I just thought, wow, we've just had this big meeting of Alaska substance, and a lot of the touristy stuff too. And I just thought, how do you respond to that? And then he says, because Melania, his wife, was in the Oval Office as well, along with another woman, and he says, "Melania, don't you think she's got nice hair?" And Melania was on her phone. She looks up and she says, "Mm-hmm," and she does have nice hair. And then he didn't drop it. He's like, "Well, Dan, it's not like your hair is not nice, but it's just like normal. But she's got nice hair." So that was how it ended.
I'm sure your family still jokes about it to this day.
Oh, they do. It's like, oh, the Donald would not like your hair today, Lisa.